Karina.
We were eventually going to see it. They hovered it early on, but I think it was at that point that Coach Bluff and Coach Lyric were like, not that hot of a hero. We don't need to pick it this early. And that's good. That's good practice.
Yeah, and it's how you reveal your cards slowly at the end of the draft. Now we're complete. It's game number 3. Who's who is going to win this tiebreaker match?
Kaka.
Yeah, seeing.
I do have to disagree with you a bit there, Leo. I feel like Karina's actually a really hot hero. Deals a lot of damage. Can spike up surprisingly. Not as hot as before, but still really hot in terms of the utility in game.
Well,
you're right. I guess we did see Karina do well yesterday. Yeah. So that being said, I hope that it's played the right way. I hope we don't see Midnight just walk in here all
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Damage, magic in the jungle.
Yeah.
No, give me my Demon Slayers, please.
But we've seen one perform in a faster, clear jungle scenario.
Okay,
so
we won't see Midnight rushing on over to the stream here. That's a Demon Slayer on that Karina.
Okay.
Sensui and Midnight, friends.
You're not getting any direct messages from now on. Now it's game number 3. Who's going to take this early game? Now Sensui and also Ryzen must work. Oh, there you go. Their hot hero, all more a faster clear for this Karina for ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, and again, tanky build Karina can still deal a fearsome amount of damage. Of course, mage build Karina, we know her to be that absolute burst dealer, but that jungle Karina also still has it.
Yep.
More reliable.
Yep.
And this is ONIC bursting down Miko at half health. Storm quelling all further engages. And this is annoying, man. That revamp on Kaja that they put in him about a few months ago, it's so good. He's so sustainable.
Yeah, the paralyze.
Yeah, the new paralyzed state that I believe is exclusive to Kaja as of this moment.
Yeah, talking about the guy with feathers. Perfect for the roam roll. And if this would delay things a bit for Kelra's advantage, because this Brody could be a good counter for the heroes of ONIC, regardless how they escape. Because one thing that they're lacking here is setups. Because Ryota, well, Kekedu, they either can pick one, get a knock-up, or something to confuse their momentum. But inside of Omega, they have answers for everything.
Yeah, the Divine Judgment is going to be really crucial for ONIC of who are they going to use the flicker in the pool on. There's so many targets though on the side of Omega that the Kekedu will really just have to choose, and ONIC have to be ready to respond right away because you can't waste the pull with just -1 in terms of crowd control. You're going to need to delete them off the map.
Oh, look at this, Sensui and Ryota with the pull. Here comes 4 members of Omega. Storm with the oddity, threatening a stun, threatening a knock-up. Renzio at a third of his health. 4v4 here. This is pandemonium in the first turtle. Renzio is the one who secures it. Ooh. With an Appraiser's Wrath, and Omega's just happy to be here. Whoa. Quad Shadow and Shadow kill by Ryzen. He disengages. Omega takes the first major objective.
Yeah, now that's something ONIC has to consider. Technically, Omega has 2 Retributions on their side. Think of it just like a lethal counter of the bomber. That Appraiser's Wrath can really help Omega secure turtles and objectives, just like what we saw there.
Wow. Looks like they're upping the pace up against ONIC's Karina's jungler. Karina. Now, yeah, you will get Super Prince and Kekedu busy.
Yeah.
Instead of rotating.
Karina.
Yeah, Karina. Well, you know, adding an accent flavor, yeah.
Yeah. Looking at the items right now. No full build just yet. It's going to be a question right now to Kelra as to what is he going to prioritize. Is he going to go straight for the Malefic Roar or the BOD?
It looks like the BOD, man. That's 2 Legion swords. Yeah. And of course, he wants to pick up the pace. He gets his own boots, while it's the opposite for Nets. Nets understands that, all right, as long as I have the steel leg plates, I don't need to run. I can actually, bait out these duels.
Yeah, by the way, Ryota picked up rapid boots to roam around the map better.
Oh, Miko on the pull with Sensui. In check, here comes Kekedot, looking for a Divine Judgment. Storm with the breath, he pulls back.
Yeah, Super Friends got the ultimate of Storm. So Ryota with rapid boots. If you're up against a Brody, you would need that Dominance Eyes with you. Rush in anytime soon. Renzio is preying on Ryota while on the recall. Beast up Horizon.
Wow! Oh. He put the shadow, and that stopped the recall.
What? The fake. The fakes and the jukes coming from Ryzen right now. Ryota literally has his back against multiple walls because he's spinning around.
He's trapped
They're-
between.
the bot lane.
Oh, Kelra not gonna survive a 4-man engage. Stome and Miko too late to the party, and Miko not in any place to confirm anything. Again, momentum breaker. This hero is. I was gonna say he was trapped between a Grok and a hard place.
Yeah.
I'm here
That he
till
was.
Sunday.
Yeah, Ryota being a standee display up in the turret gave so much way to deplete the presence of a growing Brody in the hands
Yeah.
of Kelra.
Yeah, because of Omega, 2 members of Omega just standing there going, hey, we're here. ONIC said, all right, we'll get your gold laner.
Okay.
And that was the last we saw of Kelra until he respawned. Now he's going to go back into the lane. A pull-in by Miko. Ryota popped in. Stone with the burst. And Sensui focusing onto Renzio, but the damage output of this Fredrin. Another Appraiser's Wrath taking down Sensui as Omega turns to the turtle.
How do you evade that ultimate coming from Rengio? Another turtle being freely taken by Barangay.
Yeah, this might open up the XP lane top side if they're going to push it, or if they'll be able to break it down. No more energy shields on the turrets. And now ONIC, so much crowd control that they have to deal with. Earlier it was them with a lot of crowd control up against a Jawhead. Now with a Ruby, a Fredrin, and a Kadita together, that's just so much that will really break their tempo again.
Kelra has a stun too.
Gelder has a stun too.
Yeah.
Really difficult situation right now for ONIC. But again, if they get the right pick off and the right initiation around that Kaja, then it's going to be incredibly punishing. But Omega have the right tools to actually counter a full-on dive onto one if ONIC decide to pull for it. That even though ONIC gets a pick off, Omega have enough
Kekadut
heroes
doesn't know this.
to turn it around.
Yeah, all eyes on Kekadut right now. If you're ONIC Philippines, those divine judgments could be very crucial. Oh, there's a call.
Concealed play here by Kekadot. In comes Insui as well. Stone
Oh,
going to be the
distress.
target. And there's a pull. Divine Judgments. Insui confirms a kill. A few beads set in by Kelra. Here comes Ryzen from the north. They take that tier 1 down bottom. Shadow kill. Unable to take down Kekadot. And a blazing duet by Ness, putting Miko and Kelra at half health. Omega retreat.
That's what we're talking about. A pull onto the pool. Make sure that ONIC gets him in full. Storm gets taken out. And if we're talking about tempo breakers, yes, you can definitely use the ultimate of the Kaja even while that Kadita can fully use the animation of her ultimate. You have a moment, as long as, you know, she does that super flashy dive. That was a flicker by Renjo.
Miss.
That's
Okay.
It was more for safety.
I think that's where you said boo.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
boo we're talking about. Boo.
From a Chad.
Oh,
yeah.
the boo right there.
The knock up on the Kekadot. He's not going to survive that. Too much damage between him, Miko, and Stone. You were saying.
Now they get one back there. So now, let's see if Kakadu can get another great pull. But that's another great CC chain by coming in from Omega.
Well, they just keep on trading lives and skills. Will they take this last turtle?
That's a blazing duet by Nets. A pull in by Miko. Another knock up. Say goodbye to Sensui. Kelra gets a kill. And that's a shadow kill by Ryzen. Turtle's going to get reset. Nets! Ow! His life flashed back right then and there. He's going to go home. And it's looking very, very fragile for ONIC. Not a good look for them to steal this turtle. Omega's 1,000 head. Lord here.
You're
less than
risking
half
it.
health. Renzio taken down though. Could this be the rubber band? They have no retribution here, by the way. There's a pull on a Stone. Down. Nobody goes. They're still here. Kelra helps confirm the kill. For a second there, I could have sworn someone was going to go down, but Omega takes the third turtle of the game.
Wow, great contest by ONIC. They weren't able to get the job done completely, but it's a good sign that ONIC isn't just freely giving away objectives, even though they're behind. We saw there Stone was actually about to get off that ultimate yet again, but just before he was able to complete the animation with Kadita diving down underwater, a perfect pull coming in from Super Prince. But great tenacity by Omega to commit to the act of securing that turtle.
Yeah, just how Kelra uses that ultimate to clear that wave. Now ONIC is looking and prying for a space here to pick off one, while the first tier turn is up. Ned's going to break this down. Well, now it's still ONIC looking for opportunities and windows on how to get one. It seems like we just keep on trading. There's
Oh, that's a flicker. Ult coming in from Ryota. And now the pull onto Renzio. He's going to survive, but only for so long as Ryota takes him down again. It's a 3-for-1 so far as Ryota traded out. And the Blazing Duet in the back line. Kelra versus Nets. Nets versus Kelra. And Kelra's going to get away. And Kekadot's going to help confirm the kill. 3-for-4. Bodies everywhere. Miko the only survivor from Omega. And Nets stands tall, pushing mid lane.
Nothing but Nets as he survives the onslaught alongside Super Prince. A great initiation there by Ryota. So much damage dealt out by the Appraiser's Wrath, and you saw Kelra getting those marks off for a great torn apart memory. But Nets with the Blazing Duet and being able to freely hit onto Kelra. And again, thanks to Kekadu's presence, committing to the act, securing the kill onto the gold laner of Omega, even though he had to trade his own life for it.
Yeah, instant replay brought to you by Infinix. Capturing the best moment. That's the boo from Ryota. Changes
boo.
Everything.
That was his boo.
Yeah.
Renzio's boo actually was weird.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
He scared himself.
Yeah, but Ryota's boo though, that was good.
Yeah, it was really good. Trapping everybody in that short space. Nets rejoicing and using that Blazing Duet perfectly. Now, those are the things that Omega needs to look out for. The surprise attacks, the peel-offs, because in a setup of a team fighting capability, they're really, really strong with Storm onto their side.
Oh, I feel like ONIC might be thinking that the members of Omega will be coming from the bot lane, or the bottom portion of the map, because Kekadu is positioning alongside Nets and the orange buff. Oh, Ryzen could be in danger here. That's 3 members of ONIC. That's information. Members of Omega are sandwiched though.
Stone very low. That's a knockup. He pops Ryota. It's a 4 versus 5 situation. Sensui very low as well. Put the beat on by Kelra. Not going to survive. 3v5 this time around. Here comes Nets with a Blazing Duet. And Kelra pops his own Wind of Nature. Kekadot falls. Kelra taken down by Super Prince. Currently a 3v4. And that's a double kill for the cleaner. And Nets is not here to save Super Prince. A triple kill for Dean Sumagi. He is in the building, and this Lord is short for the world.
The cleaner cleans up house. There are invaders in the barangay. Ryzen says, it's my time to shine. Free Lord for Omega.
Thought about my turn. Putting on all chat right there. It's Ryzen clearly securing this Lord.
If I'm not mistaken, you type my turn when you're losing and then you suddenly win.
Yeah.
But Omega so far has been winning.
Yeah.
But anyways.
No, you add one thing there. My turn still.
Yeah. It was the Ryzen from game number 2's Hayabusa.
Oh, right.
Now Omega with the Lord marching on there. Looks like he's been doing a lot of leg day, even though he's literally made out of water. ONIC, let's see how well they can defend this. Again, all the control abilities that these two teams can dish out have been X factors in the team fights that we've been seeing. ONIC, even though they got picked off early, it looks like they could have won that team fight, but Omega was just able to pop off their key items, especially as we mentioned, the Wind of Nature on Kelra kept him up long enough to deal the damage for Omega.
Yep, not just that. I mean, the quality of the CC from Omega is just stellar. It's outclassing ONIC. In this case, they were outgunned and outstunned. So now look at this. Oh!
Another one.
Conceal.
Oh,
they collapse!
They got one!
On the Storm, and they get the pull! So that's 1 man down coming in from Omega. So it's a 4v5 across the board. Bottom lane, Net's going to try to clean up house. Can he take it down? All right, Inhibitor's going to be fine.
The Sonics went fishing
Pressure
and found
building.
themselves a Stone.
Pressure is building. Is Kekadu's going to catch one? No, not yet.
3 out of 5.
Sure, thank you. Athena Shield already there for Kelra. So the burst damage being dealt out by the Valentina and the Karina is a problem right now.
Oh.
So defensive items on the board for Omega.
Something tells me for ONIC to actually dig themselves out of this 4,000 gold deficit, they have to go for pickoffs, not big team fights.
Yeah.
That's where they're better. That's where they're actually winning. Because again, they picked off Storm that way. But if they go 5v5, oh lord, don't get me started.
Yeah,
Renzio and Miko are going to have a field day.
Yeah, it looks like Omega just do so well in extended team fights.
The problem?
You both said it. Yeah, it's
All right,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You set us up for it.
I'm
Thank
reading
you.
your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and if that pickoffs and peels work, Keller would have a hard time connecting that, even his passive, onto everybody. Because if they would commit for a full team fight with the damage and items right now with Karina and that Valentina, it could mean business.
Oh. There's tension in the air as these two
I'm
teams
feeling it.
just positioned around the mid lane.
This
Feels
is
like we've seen this. We saw this yesterday. Who's going to pull the trigger first?
Yeah.
Who's going to show up first? Oh, there's Renjo.
Ooh.
They know.
It's a 5v3 in the river because Storm and Ryzen are in the bottom lane. But ONIC doesn't know that. So the question is, who's going to pull the first boo?
No, they're not pulling it.
Yeah, they know that it's not worth it. At this point in the game, it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's dangerous because there's Storm and there's Ryzen from down bottom that they could completely sandwich ONIC Philippines and burst them down.
Yeah.
So vision is not really working right now for ONIC. If they keep contesting this,
I sense a split type potential coming out.
Oh,
Cause
I'm
look,
feeling it.
It's the marksman of ONIC.
Like an
forced
air
to
conditioner?
defend. Oh no, but the vision was shown
Yeah.
there.
Activated.
So Omega need to retreat,
nice.
fall back.
Use of the Magic Sentry.
ONIC, their position right now, shades of Echo and how they position around RQ Hoshi in M4. There it is!
And there's a pull on the 2-1. Plus a CC. Kelra very low. Gets a stun out.
Oh, he's
gets the
alive, he's
barrier.
alive, he's
The
alive.
Filipino Savage survives.
But the Lord,
But the Lord, and of course, so many resources sent in. ONIC with the heist. They steal this luminous Lord from underneath Omega's nose.
That's the peel. That's the peel we're talking about.
boo! That's
a,
the boo.
That's a map-wide boo.
Yeah.
All across. Great positioning by ONIC. That concealed play. They didn't cash out Kelra, but they got what they needed to get, which was the Lord. That opened it up.
Oh,
They're
they
committing to
pull
this.
in Kekedot. No immortality on this
Ow.
Kaja. Real world, rather, tear up our memory enough, but they take the Renzo actually. Look at the damage coming in from this tank build Karina. And now, orange buff up. Look at Ryzen though. Look at the cleaner. Looking for a split.
Yeah.
This is dangerous for Omega's base down bottom.
If this happens correctly for the side of Smart Omega, I'm back to
Oh,
season 8
Stone!
where they're doing heists.
The burst, and look at Nets going into the back line.
Oh,
Not
no,
shy
that's
at
it.
all. With a blazing duet.
That's
it's
it.
a 2v5 defense. ONIC Philippines is going to take game 3 and the series.